What's up, word? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join that membership. And all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. On my wall behind me, I got a couple figurines from a movie called The Matrix. I got Neo, Trinity.
Come on, and GGE/bully boy.
J. Cole fans are trying to gaslight me.
Don't want to hear me no more.
So, I hate Drake.
I don't like anything about Drake.
Mom,
I don't like his voice. I don't like that. He talks about. I don't
see, I be trying to tell
his face. I don't like when he walks like nothing. I don't care.
I hate Drake like he stole something from my little sister, and it's my life's work to get him back.
I hate Drake. Always have, always will.
I hate Drake like we're in a kung fu flick and he killed my master, and it's now my life's mission to get revenge.
I cannot stand Aubrey Drake Graham. Like, if there isn't one person left on earth, and it's me, there's going to be a Drake hater list, because I'm going to always say him. I don't care if I'm 102 and got dementia. I'm going to remember that I don't like this man.
I usually stay out of men's business. I simply do not care for it, right? I have my own things going on. But when people are dog piling on Drake, it brings a sweetness to my body, okay? I actually feel like the sun came out so that we can shine our hatred on Drake.
Do you like teenage girls?
Oh, going from the most likable figure in the game to being one of the most. No, you hated that.
You know how that's going to go, gang. Either it's going to make you really mad or really madder than mad. But at the end of the day, it promises to be entertaining. Now, what I want to say about this video, Danny from the stop, I got more information on this today, right? Salute to the homie, man. Listen, this not going to be no disrespect. This going to be a good conversation. Salute to the homie, Jay Roebuck. Roebuck, did I say his name right? I hope I said his name right. Jay Roebuck. I do not want to...
The ghosts made their way to a hidden temple in the Eso Wilds to drive out the snake's forces. The ghosts made ready to face an onslaught of enemies. The ghosts braced for another attack.
Jay came in. He already had the 5, I believe it was 4 or 5 topics that he was going to discuss. He already knows something, right?
One
He
of the
already
ghosts
had
was
stuff.
struck down.
He already knows what he's talking about. So he has time to prepare, which is fine. If you're going to come in, be prepared, right? If I supply a drink bag to you and you give me a title and you give me some characters that I want to do, you say that that's you just state your face. As I'm thinking about it, the clock is ticking, and then when I respond,
Get back in the fight. Victory is ours.
More enemies approached. A ghost was struck down. One of the ghosts. A deadly wave of enemies approached the ghosts. It was too much for one of the ghosts. A ghost was struck down. Dangerous Jufu stood in the ghost's path. One of the ghosts was struck down. A ghost fell. The ghosts braced themselves for a fight. The ghosts were granted additional attunement. Another wave attacked. The ghosts were granted mystical platforms to aid their navigation. More enemies charged into the battle.
Prepare yourself.
One of the ghosts was struck down.
Expertly executed. Saw that coming.
It was too much for one. Deadly Jufu stood between the ghosts and their goal. One of the ghosts fell. A grave threat made its way toward the ghosts.
Stay down. A ghost fell. Cut that close.
Spirit dogs joined the ghost. The ghost prepared for battle. The ghost received aid in the form of more attunement sources. The ghosts braced for another attack.
Completely outnumbered.
The ghosts faced another attack. ghost was struck down. One of the ghosts fell.
I didn't see anything.
One of the ghosts was struck down. It was too much for one of the ghosts.
Damn it.
Only one ghost remained.
Vengeance. The battle was ours.
The ghosts were about to face a terrible threat.
Learn your place.
A ghost fell. A ghost was struck down. The ghost made ready to face an onslaught of enemies. Spirit dogs joined the ghosts to aid them in combat. of enemies attacked.
Got you.
One of the ghosts was struck down. Only a single ghost remained. The ghosts encountered dangerous Jufu. Deadly void Jufu stood in the ghost's path.
Like a whisper. The fight isn't over.
One ghost remained. The ghosts fell, but they would return.
because now you have the white nationalists and white supremacists and Nazis are yearning for Joe Biden. They are nostalgic.
The ghosts made their way to a village in Oshima.
Prepare yourself. A clean kill. This is it.
It was too much for one of the ghosts.
No holding back. There's more hunting to do.
An onslaught of enemies came for the ghosts, and they were ready.
You don't. I'm shocked because you sound like somebody that women would be flocking to. That definitely does shock me. Yeah, you sound like you're a hot commodity, sir. All right, sir. So here's what I would like you to do.
Why do you like to insult people so much on your live? With all due respect.
Sure, I'll gladly answer that, and I will respectfully. But may I ask who you voted for first, if you don't mind, sir?
I wasn't old enough at the time to vote.
Who would you have voted for?
Donald Trump.
Okay, so you don't. Okay, there's a reason why I asked that, Rajette. So you would have no problem, the leader of the free world, having nicknames for people that he disagrees with, insulting people on a daily basis, including Gold Star families, people of color. Every single day he does that. He literally has nicknames for people that he disagrees with, and he insults people and world leaders and name calls every day. But you would have no problem voting for somebody like that, but you take issue with a podcaster who calls people names. Sir, do you see the double standard there? Do you see where I'm going with that, Rajette? Hello? Earth to Rajette? Would you like to? Yeah, hello? Do you see the double standard there? My show, because I call people buffoons, maybe even people like you, but I'm trying to be respectful here. You seem to have a problem. Hold on, I'm not done yet. You seem to have a problem. Okay, you're going to listen and you're going to be serious. Now I'm going to ask you a question, okay? Why would you have no problem voting for the leader of the free world who insults people on a daily basis, but yet you have a double standard and you're upset with a podcast? Do you understand the double standard that you are presenting? You understand? Okay, you do. So why would you vote for somebody that insults women and insults people because of their physical appearance? You think the leader of the free world, that's normal behavior? Let's try to, Rajette, let's try to agree with each other. Let's try to come to an understanding here, okay? Let's try to be serious. Maybe when this phone call started, you didn't plan on being serious. But let's try for a moment because I think maybe you're capable of that.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have record exec and now podcaster Ray Daniels claiming that Drake is more powerful than Lucian Grange, and that Drake has nothing to gain from the battle with Kendrick. And Drake obviously didn't get that last memo because he's made this whole Iceman rollout about Kendrick Lamar, and like 99% of the records he's dropped post-beef have either some direct shot or sub thrown at Kendrick Lamar. And given what we've seen and heard the past 2 years, is anyone himself convinced that he could potentially win a round 2 or even fare better than the first go around? I don't. So that'd be a lot for now, given the public perception that he now has. With that being the case, the most likely outcome is just a repeat of the dog walking he received at the hands of none other than Kendrick Lamar. But definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think Drake's odds are of winning a second go around. But it's going to take a lot more than what we've been seeing and getting to convince even his biggest fans, and I myself believe that the one that truly has nothing to gain from another round is Kendrick Lamar. As far as Drake being more powerful than Lucian is ludicrous, it's egregious. Lucian is the most powerful person in the most powerful genre in music. And what we've seen in real time for the past 2 years, we automatically put that narrative to bed. But definitely let me know if you guys think that Drake is more powerful. Drake should be focused on making his fans happy, something that he's obviously had a very hard time of doing since the beef ended. So he should definitely devote some more time to making them happy instead of continuing to alienate them. I mean, we've all started to see the switch up on their GOAT. Drake has got the same internet we do, and from what some people say, he's the type to be reading all the comments. So how about start listening to them? But enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into these videos where we have record exec and now podcaster Ray Daniels claiming that Drake is more powerful than Lucian Grange, again, very laughable, and that Drake had nothing to gain from the battle with Kendrick. Ray has been working overtime to defend Drake. Some would say that OVO check probably cleared. Alright guys, let's jump into the first clip. Here's the audio.
Because, we've gotten some music this year, some good albums, some good music, but there's clearly a gap.
And that's probably the only part that most people are going to agree with Ball on. But yeah, we have that music, whether it's ASAP Rocky, we also have tons of releases on the forefront as well. But it's crazy has been dropping. It's not like the dude has not been dropping any music. It's obviously not sticking. So you can't say that there's a gap because he's not dropping anything. So guys,
clearly, like we say, there's no who are the superstars. Yeah. Right. So, do you feel like
that sliders happened way before the beat? If anything, the beat actually rejuvenated rap, but it's on the rest of the field to put up or shut up.
There is clearly a wide gap missing when there's no Drake album music to replace.
We need him. A lot of you don't need anybody. And you can probably say this about any industry, any product. If you're just relying on one thing, whether it's an artist or a project, you're doomed to fail. Because guess what? Everything has their shelf life. There was a music industry before Drake, and there's going to be an industry after Drake. So this narrative that Ray is trying to have stick to me is honestly egregious. And if that's the case, and you really believe that, it's too late for the industry.
A lot of people don't feel like that.
No, if they don't feel like that, then I'm paying attention to the time. Like, Drake made artists that not have taken that serious feel more serious. Like, Drake doesn't rank with Black Boy JB. Like, look at him differently. Like, Drake goes
family was going to be adding in with that record regardless when Ray was on it. And Ray himself, being a music executive or former music executive, to know that, yeah, these big artists aren't just doing these features because they just want to do that artist a favor. At the end of the day, it's still a business proposition because the bigger artist is able to go now and try to ride the wave of that new artist, of that new sound. We've seen people like Jay-Z do it. We've seen people like Kanye do it. That's how a lot of these people are able to like sustain these super long careers, by being able to recognize the new talent and working with them and still making great music with them. And I definitely want to reiterate that any industry, any company, if you're just relying on one thing, it's only a matter of time before it crumbles.
Like, he got a hit, but Drake co-signed. So it's like, you need him because Drake co-signed is worth 3 years of a career. And if Drake just co-signed...
When's the last time that was actually factual? The guy himself hasn't had a number one stay at number one for longer than a week and close to like 10 years. And the guy has been dropping tons of features from their artists. And those records are leaving the charts faster than his own. So yeah, that stimulus package, that feature isn't what it once was. But definitely let me know what you guys think.
That's 3 years of getting money, right? Because of that. So I think we need him. I just wish he didn't take it so personal. Like, if I was you, I would have took it personally, but I would have never let them know. I would have took Lucian's job. Dog, let me tell you something. When Michael Jackson...
How can you really advocate for that when the guy hasn't been able to replicate any of the success he's had, or honestly any type of really mainstream album success for his own OVO artist? Because other than Party Next Door, and honestly, I would say that he's been kind of capped off like under the OVO umbrella, but who else can you say that didn't already have a song already hot actually benefit from being on OVO? And yeah, going to play on OVO radio definitely isn't going to cut it. And I've said this many times before. I've been signed for like 5 years as a producer. It's not really the safest bet to go and sign with another artist, especially another artist that's still trying to be the blockbuster premier guy on the label, because you're not going to get the same resources. And we hear plenty of artists complain about that very scenario all the time.
He was having problems with Tommy Matone. And he was like, hey, yo, oh, y'all not going, oh, y'all done what you got, Jackson. He flew to Japan, met with the Japanese family that owns Sony, and got Tommy Matone fired that way.
Numbers, even though Michael was shattered.
Imagine if you were Drake and you flew the owners of Universal at the
these companies all have spreadsheets, man. They can see who's making the money for them, and they can also see who's applying. So you're not going to go with estimates on the line.
Another raid enemy approach.
Still him when you did that. So yeah, this is
I went to the table, I took it to that, and they said, yo, bro, I remember they did. You know how I think that's you're acting like you're supposed to be a child when you're don't act spoiled when you are spoiled.
Why not spoiled?
Because you've always won. The reason why he's acting like this is because this is his first time he took a real genuine loss.
This is something that actually
One.
Especially when Drake was having the success he was having. He obviously never saying that.
The one time they took the land for like they gave it. No, the one time, no, you're right.
Well done.
And I could assume and probably got correct. I would say he didn't pick with age and money. But I know they would have never respected me because
It was too much for one of those.
Somebody else's hyperbolic statements, which honestly for a lot of people aren't very hyperbolic, given that there's so much evidence and honestly stories that have been published in major publications that would let those who are about to face narratives.
And right now, Drake is not playing by the rules of hip hop because he's suing. And I'm not comparing this to Drake. You're not going to play by the rules. All the hip hop rules. All the hip hop artists that we love and respect have sued people before. I'm not saying they're right. Let me make that clear. Let's go.
That's totally different. Again, let's just say you have some type of business going on and it's in the city. Yeah, you can go and sue them. That's a totally different scenario. So yeah, that's not proof the goalpost. And a lot of people probably wouldn't consider photo writer a rap. Yeah, definitely have to see Celsius if I'm not mistaken.
He's not suing somebody. Yeah, 50 Cent's not suing somebody like that. I think when Jay-Z sues somebody, everybody feels like it's valid. I think this is the first time when no one feels it's like.
Right. He's also not suing about a diss track or a beat.
Lawsuit is valid except for Drake stands and his friends and him. If I think that the lawsuit is dumb, it's not going to work. This goes go away. My thing is Drake is more powerful than Lucian Graves. I agree. Let me make this known.
They're not pretty, maybe at one time earlier in his career, back in like 2015, 2016, you could see that he could have made a move to get fired. Right now, especially, he does not have that fire, guys. Because if he did, very likely Marshall would be there. Which after all this time now, downplay the impact that having UMG behind Drake's career had. It's the way that Kanye, at one point, he was the UMG global producer, and he complains about how hard it is right now doing it independently. label, obviously, stuff like that. It's a lot more difficult to reach that pinnacle without having that relationship with a company like yeah, it's obviously acting like an entitled brat. And at least Ray's pointing that out. But if Ray is saying the industry needs to survive, yeah, we're already cooked.
By the way, Drake, I don't know that you need to know this. He is way more powerful than Lucien Grange ever will be. Because Lucien only controls a back office.
I think he knows that, which is why he's sued.
That's probably the most important part. Yeah, being the spokesperson, being the person out front, obviously you're going to garner a lot of attention quickly. But when you're behind the scenes, when not everyone knows your face, you can pull moves that you're not really going to get as criticized as someone that does have the spotlight. But somebody like Lucian that is probably going to have the most damaging information about Drake.
I want to sue. I want to say what I
get what you're saying. I think that will be much influence percentage of the person's makeup career. Back to the superstar thing.
I think it's 1 for stars, 3 stars.
Sure. I think it's.
But yeah, if we're going to say that, point out the last person that really spawned a long career as a working with Drake. Most of the people that have those Drake features, you're not really hearing too much about them. And I'm not talking about the ones that were already out here before they ever got that Drake feature. The Migos were already going to be the Migos before they got any Drake feature. And you can already see their trajectory. So an artist like that, I want to talk about the artists that only popped off because they had Drake as a feature. Because he definitely could know that secretly, dude. So while I do agree that Drake has been acting like an entitled brat, because he is an entitled brat, and if the industry actually needs Drake as much as Ray says, and Drake is not doing a really good job at providing the results, because he's had to have dropped over a dozen records over the past year alone. So yeah, man, he's not absent. He didn't just disappear. He didn't go on vacation like he said multiple times that he was going to do. He's been constantly dropping music. He just keeps dropping the same song, just saying the same 3 people, using the same 3 beats. And if you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result, yeah, we all know what that means. Utter insanity. Alright, let's jump into that next clip. Obviously, this is the one I was talking about in my intro, where Ray Daniels says that Drake has nothing to gain on the Kendrick battle. And yeah, he should have just kept quiet about the whole thing. People would have definitely clowned him, but the way Drake handled this beef is a black cloud that'll always hover above his career, man. It's always going to be a statement on his legacy. Anytime somebody brings up Drake's legacy and his career, this is obviously going to be a major chapter that they point out.
Get this. You know if Drake would have been better for it? You know so I wouldn't have sued. You know what? I'm stupid. You know I wouldn't have sued. If I was Drake's team, you know I would have told him?
No, you're not stupid. You're actually probably the smartest person on this panel right now.
Let's ask the league. No, but that. All right, no, hear me out. No, but that's.
They're not here. At the end of the day, they're still a business. It's like war, guys. When you look at the major players that are actually investing in war, they're betting on both sides, guys. Whoever wins, they're going to make their money.
If I ask the label, what happens then? They're afraid of me. This motherfucker about to leave. We got to make it right. But when you sue, like I would have asked to leave. Yo, let me out of here. Since y'all want to work that, and y'all forgot that I'm the favorite. Y'all didn't protect my likeliness. Let me out this deal. Because he's working. Drake is.
Right. You should know that they're going to put money behind whatever's successful. It just so happened that Kendrick Lamar outperformed Drake. Because I truly believe if any of those Drake songs had gotten as big as Not Like Us, they would have put their whole bank behind it.
It's probably worth 3 or 4. His catalog is worth about $3 billion. Like if he sold it on the open market. So why are you taking that $1 billion advance? You should have did what The Weeknd did.
And that's the biggest thing. Still, no. When was some Drake signing a contract? Even the first one. Most of the time, especially with that first deal, because you have no leverage. If you're going now 2 to 3 deals in and you're still taking the money over the ownership, you can't go now and cry about it because you wish you had negotiated differently. That's not how business works. Drake, given the way your lawyers have handled your cases over the past 2 years, you may not have the best attorneys, but when it comes to contracts, it's pretty much a reading comprehension class for them.
When in leverage, they got a loan, leverage it against it, but you like the machine too. That's what I'm saying. You can't get mad when the system works for you. You get mad when it doesn't. Like, that's the only thing. And like I said, I hate this, Maul. I'm glad I'm talking about this because I'm a real Drake fan. Like, nigga, I love this nigga. Like, I remember fighting niggas like he's the biggest artist in the world. That's kind of how I got credibility from niggas because I would be the first nigga when Best I Ever Had came out. He's gonna be the biggest artist in the world. How the fuck you know?
You gotta remember, the guy, especially at the time, was like the safest bet because he shared a lot in common with the people in the boardrooms. I can actually relate to him a lot better than some of these other ones because the guy is a suburban kid. Drake started cosplaying as a monster, and yeah, we all know what happens after that.
I can tell you, he's half black, he's half Jewish. He's talking directly to women. He's no violence. He's from Canada. He's clean cut. He's gonna be the biggest. And you know why? The most important thing, he can do any genre because he's from Canada. Like Kendrick can't do one dance. He can't unless he's with a UK artist and he's a feat.
Kendrick, yeah. I don't know why people act as if Kendrick Lamar is some boom bap rapper that doesn't have radio records of his own. And at the end of the day, who are we to tell an artist how to create? Because if you're not truly inspired to do it, then you shouldn't do it. People can smell inauthenticity. And isn't that what people are smelling on Drake right now? Inauthenticity.
You can't make that song. Drake is the ultimate cheat code in music. You got tricked out of your by the culture, and to me that was the part that I was like, dog, the culture really fucked you up. They made us want to do the battle. Drake had nothing to gain from the Kendrick battle. Let's be honest, nothing. Like,
no, when you the top, you go.
Nigga, when you the top, nigga, all I can do is lose. Why are we doing this again? No.
I mean, that is pretty true. Drake also has an ego. Drake has a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, in the beginning when he was first coming out, Ray Daniels can say all he wants, that yeah, he believes him. But I actually have a mentor that worked with Drake before there was ever an inkling of that potential. And at that time, even women were clowning on him. But they sent him down to Houston after he flopped the first time, and he developed a character, which is what actors do, allegedly.
No, but you can't win for losing that situation.
No,
because I'd sit on this couch, if Drake dubbed the Like That song, I'd be on this couch saying, yo, but the Like That smoke came from the first person.
You got the jokes. Honestly, it wouldn't be what it is now if Drake hadn't acted like a buffoon. I mean, just like if he hadn't responded at all, yeah, he would have had their jokes. They obviously would have had more jokes. But yeah, Drake himself threw way more gasoline on the fire.
Shooter, right? Then it was a response to him. I think what happened with Drake was, this is what I think happened. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. The first person shooter Drake did. I have no idea, but they have a long history of back and forth. I think that what happened with Drake was that none of his peers could beat him. They couldn't. And it was
Pusha T only bowed out of his beef with Drake because he was willing to bow out. If he wouldn't have bowed out, yeah, that would have ended even uglier for Drake. And if you are looking at Drake's peer, yeah, Kendrick Lamar would be that peer.
It was like, and the nigga could do anything he wants. He can do Rick Ross type music. He can do Travis type music. He can do
I feel like a big thing they're not pointing out is that he thought he could do whatever he want in other aspects as well, including the social aspect, which is probably the reason why no one has come out to defend him like that. Pardon the pun.
He could do a Korean K-pop song if he wants. He can do whatever he wants because he's from Canada. And I think his peers got a little frustrated with that. So I think they've been trying to bait him. And he probably knocked off everybody's girl, right? So you really want to get him. And it's like, Ross can't beat him one-on-one. It's like, we're in jail, bro. Like, who could beat this nigga? Like, who's the one? And I think the only person alive that can beat Drake in the battle was the only person he battled. There's not another human that could touch him. No way.
Let me know if you guys think if Pusha T wasn't allegedly restricted from dropping any more disses, do you think that he could have beat Drake?
Close. But you went against the one nigga you shouldn't. And he took the bait. So when he's doing the slave shit, he's leveraging that. He's leveraging that. Have you? That was your superpower. Now it's culture. Look at that.
I think it was his it was never anything so straight aspects of him not of the culture he was.
It's like you don't know no better. Hold on, you don't know. Bro, you went into dog. Kendrick comes from Compton, my nigga. They burpees. This is burpees. Weights.
We've seen Kendrick Lamar do burpees in like I've definitely told you before the beef, yeah, Drake, you don't want that matchup. And it would have been a very difficult battle for you 10 out of 10 times. And I do find it hilarious that people keep trying to downplay Kendrick Lamar's versatility, man. I'm going to keep saying that because it is crazy. And just going by his diss tracks, man, they all sounded totally different.
Live in their backyard. They're 3 hours behind us, bro. Like, what time, whatever time it is right now, bro, it's 4:30 right now. It's 1:30 there. It's a whole different.
The only thing that's funny about that, I know mad niggas in Compton that don't do burpees.
The niggas they're doing the push-ups and shit. And I'm like, don't battle him, y'all. Yeah. Don't battle that guy. Like, his friends want to get you. Like, I know 2T. I know these guys. I've been around these guys. These guys are guys you don't want to play with. Drake is Canadian, bro.
Be Canadian. Another thing I would have said, Lil Wayne also said early on, just be yourself. Obviously, Drake didn't take heed. And I do find it crazy that Drake, after allegedly piping Lil Wayne's girl, can actually go and get a tattoo of the dude and also change his, and also have the audacity to change his profile pic to a Lil Wayne pic. With friends like Drake, who needs enemies, guys?
They never have to be Canadian. Hear me out. He be Canadian. He is being Canadian, but hear me out. Let me tell me. Here's what I'm saying.
I think this guy is totally grifting. I think Ray Daniels is absolutely grifting. I think he may like some of Drake's music, but he took a lot of time to clown the dude. Yeah, he's entitled. The guy should just be himself. He obviously doesn't understand that because he keeps trying to play this tough guy persona, which even his own fans now are tired of. I literally did a whole video where his fans, not stans, and there was somebody in the comments that actually wanted me to point out the difference. Fans, yeah, obviously that's short for fanatic, but at the end of the day, that's completely different from what a stan is. Fans get violent. Fans go out and actually put out threats. They go out and start doxing people. I even had a few throw slurs, man. But yeah, that's totally different than what being a fan is. I always advocate for anyone to be a fan of whomever they choose. It's when they get delusional and they get violent and angry and stuff like that that it's totally justified to call them out. Right? I do not think that Drake was ever as powerful as Lucian Grange. Maybe early on, maybe he could have tried to pull some type of move to put some pressure on him to make some decisions, but that's definitely not the case now, if it ever was at all. But again, let me know if I'm wrong. Do you guys think that Drake was ever as powerful or more powerful than Lucian Grange? If he's making millions, then they're making billions. There's definitely levels to this shit, and you cannot cry about ownership when you keep prioritizing the bag over said ownership, man. It just doesn't work that way. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Drake had nothing to benefit from the battle? I think he was doing it obviously for get Kendrick Lamar out of here, then obviously it's going to be a major plus on his legacy. But like I said, that skill set, I don't think it was ever going to be a great matchup for Drake with Kendrick Lamar or against Kendrick Lamar. But let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I really want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make the channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me. And all the love and support that you guys continue showing this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming and probably the biggest reason why I make these videos. So I definitely want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all of it. Also want to send out a very big shout out to all those that have been joining YouTube memberships. From all ways to support the channel, but definitely goes a very long way in helping out. And also a very big super thank you to all those that have been sending super thanks because, guys, it has been tremendous. But definitely, again, want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all of it. If you guys do want to continue the conversation, definitely follow me on X. That link will be put in the pinned comments and also the description. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing your takes on all this. Hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. And if the industry needs one person to survive, again, they're cooked. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ. And up next, we have yet another new Drake snippet that most people probably won't remember in less than a week. And yes, he's throwing shots again. This time, he's including Serena Williams, Schoolboy Q, and also an obvious sub at Kendrick Lamar. And I can get addressing a past fling once or twice even, but Drake loves to mention Serena Williams' fam. She has a whole family. Let's move on at this point. It's looking really, really sad. And to Drake fans that love to claim that Serena isn't over it because of her appearance at last year's Super Bowl halftime show, how many times are you going to let these Drake shots go unanswered before you address it? Plus, Serena was actually name dropped by Kendrick Lamar, so why not pop out? As far as the Schoolboy Q bar, it's an obvious attempt to try to bait Kendrick Lamar into a response. But I hate to break it to you, Drake, just like the batch of records before this, you're going to have to do a lot better than this to even warrant a bar from Kendrick Lamar at this point. But definitely let me know in the comments if you guys think this would get Kendrick's attention. But for Drake to claim that the people that Kendrick Lamar puts on get paid peanuts is supremely erroneous. He constantly gives people their biggest looks, their biggest records, and as far as Schoolboy Q recently, literally just brought him on tour. And not just any rap tour, but the highest grossing rap tour ever. But Drake nor his stands haven't really been known to fact check their claims. This Iceman rollout has literally been L after L, and to me it's just sad. The main focus point has been dissing Kendrick Lamar, whether overtly or covertly, plus anyone else that he feels switched up on him, people like LeBron James. Why are you dissing somebody that can't diss you back? It honestly doesn't make any sense at all. This project will obviously do numbers, even just out of curiosity, but I have yet to have heard a record stemming from this rollout that could potentially make a serious impact because they really sound uninspired, at least to me. If you're going to go this route, how about have a little more confidence when you're saying it? Say it with your chest, man, because even on these records, you still sound defeated. And given the recent track record, it probably wouldn't be a smart bet to put money on this album producing a #1 single, something that has eluded him since the beef actually started. An album, yes, but a single, I really don't think so. So enough to eat down. Let's jump right into this video. We have yet another new Drake snippet. Again, probably something that will be forgotten in less than a week, where he's throwing shots yet again, this time including Serena Williams, Schoolboy Q, and the obligatory sub at Kendrick Lamar. This album should literally be titled I Miss You, Kendrick. Let's jump into the actual snippet, guys. Bam. Right now, that so-called stimulus isn't stimulating anything, dude. You can't even get your own records to stay on the chart for longer than a few weeks. The only one that had any sort of success, at least from this Iceman rollout, was What Did I Miss? And that didn't last long at all. It's pretty much an afterthought. Nobody really talks about that record at all. And when these Drake stands actually bring up records or bring in albums and songs that came out like 10 plus years ago, which says a lot about the stuff he's been dropping. We don't ever piece it up. Shit, we got between us. Bam, then you shouldn't have waved the metaphorical white flag in that disgrace of a record, which honestly didn't deserve the name it went by, man. But yeah, obviously this guy is still throwing shots. But definitely let me know in the comments if you guys think this could actually get Kendrick Lamar to respond back. I don't think it's going to be enough, but let's hear it one more time.
He had retreated otherwise
I'm sure Venus don't rock with you either.
they watched that
How much money would you bet? Let's go, boy, get never take that Venus, especially. He doesn't really have the same thing. If I were to compare Drake's situation to something else, I would compare it to like a fighter who boxer get knocked out violently and their career never bounced back. Obviously, Drake is going to be really crazy for the rest of his life. It's all back catalog. Something like the ego legacy that Drake has, he still wants to be the number one guy out. Because if he didn't, he would be dropping these records back to back. I've been finding almost yeah, at this point, this whole Iceman rollout, all his songs, even though they want to keep playing it in the song Iceman, why are they focused on these Iceman streams? I just think that the only reason that they're not is because they're not here. As I said before, when those songs had hit, they would have more than likely led to the Iceman release already. Let's look at some of these comments. Some of them are serious. May not, but I mean, it's just like I'm doing this, but. And I'm pretty sure Dua Lipa would probably cringe when she heard this as well. I might hit up fucking Schoolboy and go do a remix. Probably not going to answer your phone because Schoolboy is probably the last person to ever take a remix from Drake, especially after what's occurred. The guy literally just went on tour with Kendrick Lamar on the very, very successful GMX tour. But yeah, that's my problem. And Drake, for you to say that these people won't make remixes, that couldn't be further from the truth. They're doing well for themselves. And not everyone is going to measure success by having #1s, which is the reason why you're going through something crazy. Most other people, they value quality, and they're still massively successful. I mean, did you guys see the reaction when Schoolboy Q opened up for Kendrick Lamar? A market like Australia, where a lot of rappers don't really venture off to too much, was literally singing all his songs bar for bar. But yeah, the guy's doing well. He took a break from music and came back to drop his very fire project last year with that Eclipse record. You're gonna want to criticize everybody for this happening. Because guess what? OVO does not have a great track with artists. Other than like Party Next Door, and that's because he's really talented. There's some songs that have signed with Drake that have gone on to do nothing after. Because why? Drake is one of those artists, and a lot of other artists do the same thing. But they'll sign you because you got hot, and then put nothing into investing into you or your career. They just expect you to keep making yourself hot. So that's why I always recommend artists, yeah, try not to sign for the because most of the time they're not going to want to divert a lot of their resources into your career because they still want to be that guy. And this last part of the caption, which couldn't be any more painfully obvious, you know.
It was too much for one of the ghosts. One of the ghosts was struck down. The ghosts pushed forward, cutting down all who stood between them and vengeance. The ghosts were ambushed by powerful enemies. One of the ghosts fell.
We're not done yet.
Only one ghost remained.
No holding back.
A ghost was struck down. A ghost fell. It was too much for one of the ghosts. One of the ghosts was struck down. A treacherous ravine stretched before them, but the ghosts pressed on. As soon as the ghosts entered the spider's garden, bloody roots coiled around the cursed gate, shielding it from harm. These Juboko trees had to be destroyed.
Never saw it coming.
It was too much for one of the ghosts. One of the ghosts fell. vengeance would bring them back.
So many records that he's dropped with other people. You guys remember the records he dropped with Camila Cabello or like the rest of the features that he's dropped? I really do think that because of him, those songs left the Billboard charts, honestly, faster than they probably would have if they were just the artist and not actually include that feature. But since the beef, Kendrick, 30 for 30 peaked at number 10, Good Credit peaked at number 17, Backdoor peaked at number 25, and Chains and Whips peaked at number 42. Those are obviously the features that he's done. As for Drake, these obviously aren't numbers that Drake is used to, which is probably why he's crashing out and trying to salvage anything. But he's going about it all wrong. Again, just make music for Target, and just maybe you'll be able to see a change in the charts. As far as that Mystery Coop verse, yeah, you can't say that's your friend and actually hand in that type of verse, man. Now, after suing, I don't even want to hear disses anymore. You can't threaten to take your ball home and then show up to the block again asking niggas if they want to play. Yeah, it's pretty much over. I mean, it was over when you filed that lawsuit and claimed that the beef had you in fear of your life. So, yeah, I don't think this is going to be enough to elicit a response from Kendrick Lamar. Schoolboy Q may say something, who knows, but let me know in the comments if you guys think that's much more likely, which I kind of think that's way more likely too as well. As far as the potential of this song, I truly don't see it making any type of impact or just plainly being in any discussions after like a week or two. I mean, look at the other songs. No one talks about them at all. And Drake, stop bringing up Serena Williams, man. It looks sad. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I really want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me. And all the love and support that you guys continue showing this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming and probably the biggest reason why I make these videos. But I definitely want you guys to know how grateful I am for all of it. I truly want to send out a very big shout out to all those that have been joining YouTube memberships. Small way to support the channel, but definitely goes a very long way in helping out. And also a very big super thank you to all those that have been sending super thanks because, guys, it has been tremendous. And again, I really want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all of
Hey,
it.
what's up?
If you guys do want to continue the conversation, definitely follow me on X. I like to be putting the pinned comments and
Is
also the
everything okay,
description.
dude?
It's also going to be the best place to send me any type of video
Oh,
or
okay,
any
okay. I just
videos
want
that
to
you
make.
guys want me to cover. Definitely looking forward to what you guys have to
Oh,
say about
okay.
this. Hope you guys love this video.
Every time I see you at work, you look like you was kind of down. I just want to make sure you was all right.
And how many Kendrick Lamar references have we had in the past 2 years? Post beef, guys. Egregious at this point.
Oh, okay. I get the frustration. Nah, this is
Guys,
hold on,
welcome back.
no, not survival. We're doing the incursion on the spider. I had to beat that to unlock a new story.
At last, the ghosts tracked down the wretched spider. He had retreated deep into his...
I thought so too, but I mean, hey, if it gives us 2 extras, I'm with it. Let's roll. Yeah.
Someone there? Prepare to stop.
Damn, I keep missing. Bitch! Oh, enemies have fast attacks, so that explains.
Only a single ghost remained. A ghost fell. This is the ghost's chance to
Right on.
Gotcha.
A ghost was struck down.
Get the fuck out of here. I got you. All right, dude. Now after all that blocking,
Too much for one of the ghosts. One of the ghosts was struck down. It was too much for one of the ghosts.
okay, this should be normal, and it still seems like it's difficult.
A ghost was struck down. The ghost was pushed forward,
Yeah.
cutting
Oh
down
yeah.
all who stood between them and vengeance.
Get back in the fight.
A ghost fell.
This is it.
One ghost remained. One of the ghosts was struck down. Only one ghost remained.
Yeah, come on, dude. What on? Because you're too busy fucking with those enemies. Gotcha. Okay,
One ghost fell. It was too much for one of the ghosts.
get that fucking. Yeah.
All right.
A treacherous ravine stretched before them, but the ghosts pressed on.
But I like this better than the first one though, because I've been playing this like my whole 2 days. Well, I called out Wednesday. Wham! Somebody missed.
As soon as the ghost entered the spider's garden, bloody roots coiled around the cursed gate, shielding it from harm. These two bolts had to be destroyed. A ghost fell. A ghost was struck down.
Hey.
Oh, monster. No holding back.
One of the ghosts was struck down. A single ghost stood alone.
What the? Got you.
One of the ghosts fell. A single ghost remained.
Prepare yourself.
Y'all got a whole lot of men ready to die for one guy.
The Jupiter tree is no more.
The enemy was free. His personnel. Ultimately, it was the destruction of the final cursed gate. The ghost needed to find another way into the spider's sanctum.
Don't look down.
They uncovered a path. Fearless, the ghost crossed the treacherous path as they advanced toward the spider. The ghosts ready for the final confrontation.
You're supposed to be dead. No matter. Lord Cycle will reward me for killing you again. There's no escape.
The spider would pay for all the innocents he killed, and for his role in the ghost's own death.
I'll lay waste to everything. Stay down. Yes. That's it.
That's the president. You're not done yet.
Only a single ghost remains.
Oh my god.
One ghost remaining.
Next, prepare to die.
No holds barred.
It was too much for one.
Forgive me.
Yeesh.
The ghosts finally put an end to his life. Their vengeance against him was complete.
Okay. All right. Yep. All right. Okay. Yeah, that really don't. So yeah, exactly. I'm so you think I should start from mission one all over again? Hold on 1 second. Fuck, let's play Survivor. No, go to the go to this right here. Because what the hell? No, I'm not I know as a mercenary, I'm gonna level it up to like 25, and then I'm gonna move on to the Shinobi. I don't see myself being army. I'm gonna play the archer, but pretty much. What's wrong with you? Hurt? No, my dog.
The ghosts made their way to a frozen valley in Teshio Ridge to wipe out the Kitsune's forces.
Fuck. My least favorite one. But whatever. Come on, man. Hell no. All that blocking.
A clean kill.
The ghosts believe they feel a torture coming against their will. The ghosts made ready to face an onslaught of enemies. A new group of enemies attacked.
Here they go.
Right on.
All right.
Another wave attacked.
Okay.
One of the ghosts was struck down.
Back in the fight.
One of the ghosts perished.
Spirit Bear. Good guy out here.
The ghosts were joined by a spirit bear, ready to fight by their side. The ghosts prepared to face a grave threat. It was too much for one of the ghosts. The ghosts prepared for battle. Another wave of enemies approached. A ghost was struck down. A ghost fell. Only one ghost remained. Only a single ghost remained.
On your feet!
A cursed antidote forced the ghost to seek out warmth. A ghost was struck down.
Well fought.
ghosts were attacked again.
Right on time.
A friendly grave threat made its way toward the ghosts.
Well done.
It was too much for one of the ghosts. One.
I expect more.
An onslaught of enemies came for the ghosts, and they were ready. The ghosts were granted torches.
Which way are y'all coming?
The ghosts braced for another attack. ghost fell.
You're not done yet.
Oh, that was close.
The ghost faced another attack.
Prepare yourself.
One of the ghosts was struck down. The ghosts braced themselves for a fierce battle. A spirit bear came to fight alongside the ghosts. It was too much for harm the ghosts. One ghost remained.
Let's see what's out here.
Again, the shadow bear threatened to start the ghosts. One of the ghosts was struck down. A ghost was struck down. A single ghost remained. A frigid storm threatened to freeze the ghost that they could find warmth. A ghost fell. All of the ghosts fell, yet vengeance would bring them back.
Yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah, yeah. Jesus. Alright, my bad.
The ghosts made their way to a hidden temple in the Eso Wilds to drive out the snake's forces. The ghosts braced themselves for a fight. The Kami blessed the ghosts by granting them more sources of attunement.
Hurt.
More enemies approached. More enemies charged into the battle.
I'll make this hurt.
Expertly executed.
Too easy.
A terrible threat approached the ghost. One ghost then. Deadly Jufu stood between the ghosts and their goal. Yoeti defeated the ghost.
On until 1979, nightclubs played Western rock music. Women wore miniskirts in Tehran. Cinemas showed Hollywood films. Universities thrived. Iran felt modern, cosmopolitan, free. The Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, ruled Iran and pushed aggressive modernization. He was backed by America. But many Iranian groups criticized his pro-West views and saw him as an American.
I was getting started.
It's fucking purple curses.
The ghost
prepared to face a vast force of enemies.
The ghost received aid from friendly spirits.
Media is we got Gilly the Kid. I think are 2 to
say about Drake, how the culture turned on Drake, how it's unfair, how the game has been suffering since the boy is no longer present. Keep in mind, he had a thing or two to say during the battle that we're going to revisit too when we get this initial statement of what
Drake thing that we, that as black people, we was down in the street fucking news of that. Not personally, but as black people, look how many people jumped on board. Minor. But you can have a whole arena singing that. Ain't none of that came out. Supposed to have a fake baby on the side. Ain't none of that came out. So black people run with the loud faster than they run with the truth. Long as it's up to bringing it down. You feel me?
Shit, you know, we don't play about it like that. Like,
So that's just reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the reality of it. It's whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, it don't matter. It's people on social media love a beautiful lie. They love a beautiful lie. I could make up something right now and it had no truth to it. And it don't matter. Gilly said it. Gotta be somewhat true. Oh, man, so
is this the narrative that you're going with, Gilly? Really, you're just looking for the downfall of God and doing his thing at a high level. So you just really turn it down. This sounds wild to me. Now, this is the same person that had a lot to say about Kendrick during the battle. Keep in mind, he said this. Kendrick was first Jesus Christ before.
Sir, that Kendrick Lamar this with Kendrick, but that's what's going on the car, man. You know what's crazy, man? The lights get was winning, man, 3-0, man. And Drake up 2-0. Chris Brown up 1-0. That just took me back. I remember in the late 80s, the lights ran everything up to the late 80s. Then Nino Brown pistol with very light skin. And in that city, then they had it bad. All those shaking off. Step Curry,
He felt Euphoria 616 in LA and beat the Grams was corny, garbage, a snooze fest. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree, especially when you go back and look at all the bars, but hey, that's what he was saying. Which is kind of odd to me because he also said about most music.
I don't listen to Drake. If I'm outside of the club, I don't listen to him. I'm just keeping it real. Not saying that he's that hot. I said he's one of the hottest people of this time. He is because me and just because you hot don't mean I got.
I ain't saying you gotta listen to him, but I'm trying to figure out how you gonna listen to
Drake's
Drake.
sensitive. I like Drake. Right.
You got your girl. That's why I said I like Drake. I listen to Drake.
I'm pretty sure you like Drake too, because you were sensitive. I don't like shit that I wouldn't say this, like I don't like Drake said that you love so never tell him that ever in life. I'll never tell him that you love so bad. Not that nigga that treats you so bad. Fuck that you love so bad. Just some hate that shit. Hold on.
So, what is Gillen? Is we digging on him unfairly? Culture turned on him unfairly? Maybe you just so happen to disagree with Kendrick's first few diss tracks, even though you said
Donald Trump is panicking as his disastrous and unlawful war in Iran continues to escalate. Donald Trump is now preparing to deploy elements of the 82nd Air Force to be of these terrorists. Donald Trump deploying U.S. Japan expected to arrive in the Gulf region by late and the other ships were expected to get there late April, and two states are escalating.
Dangerous creatures. One ghost.
Always make a decision in a state.
A single ghost stood alone.
As necessary.
Only one ghost remained. The enemy released shadow dogs to hunt the ghost. It was too much for one ghost.
Yesterday, the United States, through its Treasury Department, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced that they are providing a 30-day sanction waiver on oil money. As sanctions against Russia. Called NATO members cowards with an exclamation point because they didn't want to go into the Strait of Hormuz after Donald Trump launched this unlawful and unconstitutional war, while Donald Trump is now purportedly building up the military presence in that region. Gregory Brew also makes a great point here I want to share with you. So the Marine force that I just mentioned earlier in this video that's being sent to potentially occupy parts of Iran, a country of 90 million people, is approximately the same size of the force used to invade the island of Grenada in 1983. The island of Qashm, which lies along the north end of the Strait of Hormuz,
Ghosts were attacked again.
180,000. The city of Bandar Abbas on the coast has 500,000 people. Karg Island has approximately 8,000 people. And then Donald Trump's like, we've degraded and destroyed Iranian capability. Interesting, because in the past 24 hours, you can see right here, a large fire burning following a direct Iranian drone strike on the U.S. State Department's Baghdad Diplomatic Support Center, the BDSC, in the Iraqi capital, located on the site of Baghdad's developments as well. Horrific incidents. Kuwait's largest refinery was hit by Iranian drones. Also, as Iraq declares a force majeure on foreign oil fields, drop site is a good summary. So, Iranian drone strikes hit Kuwait's Mina al-Almadi refinery on Friday, sparking fires in multiple units for the second time in 24 hours. Kuwait Petroleum Corporation and state news agencies said fire crews worked to contain the flames. No injuries immediately reported. The refinery is Kuwait's largest. This process is about 730,000 had been shut down. And separately, Iraq has officially declared a force majeure on all of its oil fields operated by foreign companies. Iraqi oil ministry sources told Reuters. You know what I mean when I say force majeure? That means like a force of God clause, where it's basically invoking a special clause that says it doesn't have to deliver on its commitments. So it's a way of saying we're not going to satisfy a contract. Force majeure. The operators suspend output and export obligations in several in the southern part. That's in addition to what we talked about those gas facilities rather than Qatar, which about 20% or so of that field was damaged. That was after the United States and Israel struck the South Pars oil and energy facilities belonging to Iran. Iran also struck Riyadh in the past 48 hours in Saudi Arabia and some surrounding energy fields there. And as Hala Jaber explains, this has escalated quickly as well, because in addition to all of the places that I just mentioned there, for the first time, Iran is now warning about foreign bases to directly, not just foreign bases, but are directly threatening UAE itself, right? Abu Dhabi is in UAE, Dubai is in UAE, and specifically the area of disputes there. So what Iran is saying is, if you're in anywhere in these regions in UAE, get out. Tourist facilities, anything is fair game at this point. We're going to attack, because they say UAE has been used by Iranians to shoot in Iran, so we're going after. So UAE is in a state of utter panic as well, and it has not really, because Wall Street Journal, CNN, and others reported yesterday that Iran was able to target the Diego Garcia base with ballistic missiles. That's in the Indian Ocean. So according to the Wall Street Journal, citing multiple U.S. officials, Iran targeted the joint U.S.-UK base at Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean to intermediate range ballistic missiles, the IRBMs. According to the failed in flight, whilst the other was engaged but a successful interception was not confirmed. But this is notable, as Iranian long-range precision fires have not previously been assessed in such a target as the Garcia, as the base is 70,000 kilometers.
Got him.
As Benham Ben Talmoud explains, Iran's operational IRBM launch against Diego Garcia
The Ghost granted additional
needs to be done against the Iranian missile threat. The regime still has new capabilities.
The Ghosts were about to face a terrible
ICBM capabilities. Iran officially attacked a UK territory overseas. Things as this one account as the open source intelligence Paper story here. The Iran launch IRBM from a launch box in central Iran with a range of 4,500 kilometers, distance to Diego Garcia. Theoretically, this could also target sites in Central Europe. That was an important message that Iran wanted. Said it's not change this message. Vast majority not want any margins in the Israeli choice on Iran. His own here stars by allowing UK bases to be used for aggression against Iran. Iran will exercise its right to self-defense. So, but the ghost struck down on notice as well. You see how utterly weak and pathetic the ghost showed up yesterday when he held that White House, meltdown. So I'm not going to do a whole show on it because I showed you those clips yesterday. But here Donald Trump's like a remember during COVID, Donald Trump like a miracle from COVID's all good. Now, same thing.
Huh? My bad.
The last of the ghosts fell. However, vengeance never dies.
Also charging $2 million tolls to its allies that want to pass China and India and other countries can pay Iran. Now, Iran's actually
Yeah, because I played this on the easiest one, but doing that only gives you like rare items.
Was it last weekend where Donald Trump
So I'm
posted
starting to.
he had assembled
What level are you? Okay. Oh no, shit. No wonder, Robert. God.
He said, I'm not going to leak the names yet because I want to keep it a surprise. Right? And now it's like NATO's a NATO tiger.
You know, if you want to update your
It's a simple military maneuver.
yeah, if you go to your gears and press square, you can upgrade it. You know, like we're playing Halo. I mean, not Halo. Excuse me, Destiny.
And others could help us, but we don't use it. At a certain point, it'll open itself. At a certain point, but we've defeated the enemy, and they are an enemy. They're a sick group of people. The leadership is gone. The Navy is gone. The anti-aircraft equipment that they have, the radar they have, is all gone. Everything's gone. The strait itself, the actual strait, how are you? The strait itself is, we're doing a good job. But it would be nice if the countries, including China, if the countries that use it, China uses it 90% of their energy. Japan is 95% of the energy. It would be nice if those countries would get involved.
Do you have a plan on any of this stuff, or you literally just wing this? He's like, if I had a plan, why would I even tell you? Here, play this clip.
I may have a plan or I may not, but how would I ever say that to a reporter? If I said.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump is crashing out of markets. Yesterday, the markets closed the Dow at 45,000, the S&P at 6,500, the Nasdaq at 20.
All right. Matter of fact, I gotta get off myself because I gotta take my dogs out. They're giving me a strange look.
Down about 1%. The markets have absolutely been flashed. Adam
All right.
Jesse explains in a sudden event, the U.S. inflation expectations have surged to 5%, the highest level since March.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be Jen's cosplay.
Pricing in rate cuts to rate hikes. Was wiped off the U.S. stock market yesterday alone as these major
Mike 11.
2%. I mean, escalating inflation this week. But Donald Trump,
It's got to be Shinobi.
that he believes he won, that his and that he won, but we're also.
Oh, okay. So I don't know.
But also, we don't want their help.
Oh, okay.
While people are suffering, struggling,
Oh, I think we've won. Force, we've knocked out their anti-aircraft, we've knocked out everything, we're roaming free. From a military standpoint, all they're doing is blocking up the strait.
All right, man. I'm about to get out of here myself. All right, later, dude.
Let's get to 7 million subscribers. Thank y'all so much for watching us. Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MidasPlus.com.
Need assistance!
Caps from Roger Olkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MidasPlus.com.